Yo. Welcome to another installment. It's the Gas Chamber Battle League, man. Interviews with Meech. I want to welcome y'all back, man. It's another Wild Wednesday. We got a good guest in here this week, man. Got a real good guest in here this week. I've been meaning to talk to for the last month. We had him in here before, for an interview like 5 months ago. So we got Shankk Prezzy in here for y'all. I want to remind everybody before we start to go like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is the Gas Chamber Battle League. Want to turn y'all notifications on. You know what I mean? So y'all can tell when we drop new content. Y'all can be one of the first to know. Get that reminder and everything else. Shout out to everybody watching on Facebook. Shout out to everybody watching on here on YouTube, man. But without further ado, go ahead and bring my man up, Big Petro. You know what I mean? My man Shankk Prezzy. What up, man? What's up?
I'm loud and clear. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. You good? You good? How you doing? How you feeling?
Chilling, man. Can't feel better, man.
That's what's up. How your week going and everything else before we get into this?
I mean, I'm alive, man. I can thank God, man.
For sure.
Up to the Most High.
Now I want to remind everybody before we start, man. If y'all do have any questions for Shankk, you know what I mean? If y'all got any questions, throw them in the live chat. If y'all watching on Facebook, comment. It's gonna come up, man. We can throw it up on the screen. You can answer y'all questions. If y'all have any comments about what we talking about, y'all can throw them in the live chat on YouTube, throw them in the chat on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And let us know what y'all talking about or how y'all feel about a certain subject that we're discussing or whatever. You know what I mean? Join the conversation. We want y'all to feel involved. Right. But so 5 months ago,
damn.
Yeah, right. Let's start with catch up. Let's start with the Dre Dennis.
Yeah, I'm about to say, where did we leave off?
We're gonna start with the Dre Dennis.
All right.
We're gonna start. That was a real controversial battle after everything was said and done. A lot of people had a lot to say. I know we ain't gonna touch too much on it because you done spoke on it enough. At least I feel personally. So I ain't even gonna touch on it.
It's me too. So whatever the people want, there's probably people out there that catch some of that shit.
Right. But all right. So for the people that don't know, and if you do go back, I want y'all to tune in to the Prezzy versus Dre Dennis battle. If y'all haven't, it's definitely a dope battle. Shout out to Dre. But if you haven't watched it, it's because to me, you was killing him before we got to that part. But when you exposed that his kid might not be his and all that dumb shit, it was, you know what I mean, that brought up a lot of controversy because some people liked it, some people agreed with it, some people disagreed with it. A lot of battle rappers came out and voiced their opinion on it. How did you handle all the criticism and this person saying something, that person saying something?
It's criticism. That's something that come with life. Everything get criticized, everything gets critiqued. Everybody not gonna like everything. So, but what I faced in life, that didn't really faze me. I explained my whole thing of it when they tried to make it seem like I made it up. So I just had to clear up the fact that I didn't make it up. That was the information that was given to me. So if somebody kept me up, then that's shit that happened. That was ever on my behalf. But I'm not making up these stories. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's pretty. I didn't really let it bother me. If you notice, if you look at my activity right after the Dre Dennis battle, I dropped the video. Me and Tekion, we got an album out. I'm working on my solo project. Just dropped a couple other videos. Just had more battles. So
we're gonna get into all that. We definitely gonna get into all that.
Shout out to Dre though. It wasn't nothing personal. It was entertainment, man. You know what I'm saying? It's good shit, and good shit comes with the bad shit, and vice versa. So anything, even if it wasn't the baby angle, somebody in this world would have had something that they didn't like, and I'm okay with that. That's understandable. I know I'm not gonna satisfy everybody. So,
right.
So that going into this shit.
So I mean, besides that, how do you feel like you fared in that battle with Dre Dennis? Do you feel like you won that battle? Do you feel like
Yeah, absolutely.
um okay? Because I feel like even without
The angle.
the angle, there you go. That's the shit I was looking for. Without the angle with the kid and all that stuff, I feel like you won the battle anyway. I feel like
Yeah.
you was killing because it wasn't like the battle started and you went straight into the angle. You
No,
know what
I
I'm
did.
saying?
I did go straight into the angle. If you remember.
No, but it was like you build up a little. It wasn't like straight first bar.
No, the first bar I said, "What
Kid
if?"
ain't yours. Like it wasn't like that.
Yeah, no. I had like a good 8 to 12 bars until I got to the crescendo of that point. But
Right.
I started the round off with the angle, but that's not how it originally was. I was done my rounds a week prior to me getting that information. So once I got that information, I was sitting here thinking of like once I decided I was going to use it, I was like, all right, where I'm going to arrange it. Is it going to be something that I bring up last? Should I diffuse everything from the jump and just fuck him over?
Right.
And so that's how I went into it. So because he won the coin toss and he went first, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna diffuse everything he just said, and you know what I'm saying. The way it was arranged, I could have took that part and put it last too. So it was like still up in the air with me, depending on how impactful his first verse was.
Right.
So
Mm.
that's I based that decision. But
So next, because I ain't gonna dwell on that. If y'all haven't watched the Shankk Prezzy verse, uh, Dre Dennis battle, go ahead and watch that. Jones definitely was a good battle. I'm not gonna dwell on that too much. Then we move on, right?
absolutely,
And they give you Feast the Beast.
yeah, feast the sneak. Shout out to my guy. And
I feel like, what's up, Mother Smalls in the building. Shout out to Mother, man.
more,
But
yeah,
they give you
feast.
Feast. This call him, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't want because Feast not corny, but the strong button there. But I feel like it was like I felt like you was past Feast. I felt like.
Well, that whole thing, but before you even get into it, just
Well, go ahead, fill me in, cause I could be. You know what I mean? I don't never mind being wrong.
well, I mean, everybody got their opinion, and like Feast had a couple good showings prior to battling me, where people thought that me and him would be a good battle, and they was pressing the issue with that with me. I
Yeah,
didn't see it. I wasn't trying to take anything away from them, but my vision was towards other people, preferably out of town. So what I'm saying, because they kept pushing. Once they did the wreck chasing thing, I figured the wreck chase platform would be the perfect platform to just get it out the way because. You know what I'm saying? I'm so focused on trying to get more credible people than Feast that I wouldn't want to feel like we're going to put that energy to a whole event and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? At least not right now. So I was like, you know what? Wreck chasing is around. Tell them be ready by Saturday.
I
And this,
just felt like I don't know. I mean, I understand, and it was a good one rounder. I mean, it wasn't like it was a whole 3 rounds that you had to write for Feast or get together for Feast or whatever. Um,
well, I did that in like 2 days. I put that together.
yeah, I mean, it's a one round. I know how you work. You know what I
Right.
mean?
So, like, it's just to sharpen, the blade a little bit, pause if necessary. I was like, you know what, let me, you know what I mean, because I wasn't on that card originally. So if you notice in the battle, they said it was a surprise battle. We had
Right.
did a table at the Battle Academy. I think it was on a Monday night, and
Okay.
I was on the card to battle Muwap. They was asking me who would I battle, and I told them like, listen, you can pull a name out the hat. I don't care this year. I'm willing to play ball and be a lot more humble, more accessible, everything. So when
Right.
I got home, I was like, yo, he keep trying to push this Feast the Beast thing on me, man. Let me hit him up and tell him to be ready by Saturday. Like, let me see if I could get us on this card.
So both of y'all only had 2 days.
Well, the thing is, he was informed that he was going to battle me prior, and he had already had a head start with writing because they told him that he was going to battle me on another card, and for whatever reason that didn't go that way. He had material for me already, so when they told me that, that's what made me put the pressure on him even more. Like, well, you already got stuff for me. He was like, yeah, but I wanted to be a one rounder, and I'm like, man, let's just get it out the way because I know you focus on bigger things and I'm focused on bigger things.
So he wanted the one rounder. It wasn't necessarily something that you wanted.
No, wreck chasing is one round. I rather it be just
Oh,
one.
so that's why y'all took a direct chase because he said he wanted the one round.
No, he wanted it to be 3 rounds. You understand what I'm saying? Like wreck chasing
Mm-hmm.
one round initially, right?
Right. I got that part.
He was told that he was going to battle me on a different event that consisted of 3 rounds. I didn't
Okay.
know. I thought I was battling somebody else. So whatever the misunderstanding came in, he had already started writing for me, right? So
Mm-hmm.
when they told him that he wasn't having me, he had told them, "Damn, I already started writing for him. I got like 2 rounds and whatever." You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
he told me that. That's what made me say, all right, well, if he already got a head start, he shouldn't have no problem being ready by Saturday. This is Monday now. So
Mm-hmm.
this is Monday night. So Monday night, I text Stiz to see how he felt about it, but I didn't really get a response from Stiz until Tuesday. And then we still had to get a confirmation from Feast. So by the time we got the confirmation from Feast was like Wednesday night. That gave me like that night, Thursday and Friday to get it together. So 2 days prep, and then I've had a day and a half to rehearse.
Okay. So so many things I want to talk about in that battle, man.
Good.
Like feet so big, you put the crease to sneaks. Like that, the shit was just funny to me. Hardest line in that joint, I ain't gonna lie to you, to me, and I've debated with a couple people because they said some other shit. Can't remember right now. But the hardest line to me was the Canal Street your Jeep, meaning I'll knock off a tire.
Oh yeah,
That that was hard. That
appreciate it.
was hard. You know what I mean? Like that was one of them pause your remotes and you walk away from the TV screen for a minute, like, yo,
Right,
hey, yo.
going down
And
for
I,
the
and
fight.
yeah. And I'm gonna put this out there while I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna tell you I appreciate you, right? For the culture. Cause your last two battles, it look like it's been cold as shit and y'all been in the elements. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
well,
saying?
that's where I'm from. For those who don't know, like we come from that. So
Right, right, right.
these,
I mean,
these,
in one John, y'all was in Graffiti Pier. There's one part of North Philly that y'all familiar with, and then on in the other one when you battle Cuban, that was in front of Max's legendary Max's on Germantown area,
right,
broader area. You know what I mean? However you want to put it, that
right,
intersected
right.
crazy, but yeah, that was definitely a dope John. We gonna get into that Cuban battle too. Kobe fan, what's up, man? Shout out to you for being in here, man. I
So what up?
appreciate that.
No,
Um,
speaking of the elements, like I said, that's where I'm from. No, we used to all outside work. It wasn't ever no indoor events back in the day like that, unless it was like some type of barbershop or sneaker store or like the hut and things like that back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
But
right.
I was comfortable. It was already North Philadelphia. They had through another wreck chase prior to that. That was actually exactly where I used to live at, like Bro and Lehigh, with Butter and
Hmm.
Rap. So I kind of wished I was at that one, but it was only it's not even a mile away. So
Right.
Max's was cool for me. You know what I'm saying? Monumental.
It's a staple. You know what I mean in Philly, in the Philly community. Um, I don't know why when we watch football and basketball and they showing the Eagles like Monday Night Football, all they want to talk about or they watching they playing the Sixers on ABC during the playoffs or something. All they want to talk about is Genos and Pats, and I tell people all the time, man, don't nobody go there. I lived in Philly my whole life. I've never been to Genos or Pats a day in my life. I don't really know too many
You
people that go
I
there to get cheesesteaks.
was crazy fun fact. Back in the day, my mom used to work at Sam's Clam Bar, which was directly across the street from them, right?
Right.
And Sam's Clam Bar made cheesesteaks too, but we sitting there looking at Pat Steaks and Geno's right across the street. We always wanted to, they steaks was horrible, man. The cheese whiz and all that extra shit,
Yeah.
man. I
Yeah.
couldn't do that. Nowadays, in my older ages, I'd rather just make that shit at home.
Yeah. Because you know what you want your shit to taste like anyway. You know what I mean? But for people out of town, if y'all don't know, man, Delisandro's. Maxes, of course. You know what I mean? Some people don't like Maxes. I like Maxes. You know what I mean? Delisandro's. You know what I mean? Just a couple spots. You know what I mean? In case y'all want to go ahead and get a cheesesteak, that's a good spot right there.
Right.
Also, the joint, I forgot the name of it. It's right there on Kensington and Lehigh. I forgot the name of that joint. You can get a good cheesesteak right there too. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into this Cuban battle because you killed Feast the Beast. If you haven't watched the Feast the Beast
Oh yeah,
versus Prezzy,
that the hardest bar that joint was knock off a tire. I thought you was going to say
what?
Witch Doctor.
Yeah, the Walla Walla Bing Bang joint. That shit was hard too. But
Yeah,
see, to
because,
me, it was like you got to be a certain age demographic. Like you know what I mean?
right.
Because you could tell a lot of young boys that was out there, whatever they was. What the fuck? Let me go research. You know what I mean? They're gonna look at it later and come back.
You'd be surprised. That's the fun with it, just to see how many people is going to gravitate to the shit. How many people you going to be receptive to when you say certain shit? Because you got to be smart enough to appeal to people that's probably not as smart as you,
Right.
and that's
Right.
a thing within itself. You know what I'm saying? So I be trying not like it's a lot more. I could be a lot more complex with my schemes and everything like that. But I gotta understand, my surroundings and my audience and the conditions and everything like that. Like you said, we out there in the elements. It's cool. I gotta hit them with instant gratification and then do nuances that I know they'll appreciate later when you watch the tape back and things like that. But
Right.
the science to this shit, man. I just try to be well balanced all the way around. Give them some humor, give them some real talk, give them some word associations. I'm a puncher, so you know what I mean.
So yeah, you gotta. I mean, you gotta be. You're still intelligent, but you can't be too intelligent. Some of the shit you have to dumb down. Um, but yeah, if you haven't watched the Feast the Beast versus Prezzy battle, go ahead and watch that joint. It was a good battle. Feast had a couple lines in there that was pretty nice. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's definitely a good battle. Y'all should go check out. After that, like we talked about, you had Cuban in front of Max's. Um, Talk about that in that environment, man. Just out there in front of Max's, nighttime. Back in the day vibes, 04, 05, before the DVD. Um, Pretty
It was
much
that.
the way
It was,
battle rap is formatted now. You know what I mean? Explain how that felt, who was out there, some of the faces you seen, and you know what I mean?
oh man, well, yeah, it was definitely nostalgic. You had Young Bob and Bam out there, headshot representatives. You had Touch Money Now out there. He had everything. And you had the usual guys that's represent the academy. That's just into battle rap. Period. Whether they on the academy or
Okay.
not. So for the most part, it's just Philly. And if anybody know me, they know I'm really a Philly guy. Like it's not a hood. I don't feel like I can't go to. I know everybody everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So it was just right at home for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like it really wasn't no.
You
It
said
don't really
that.
feeling different for me. Like you would have to ask some of the guys that's like born into today's battle rap. But like I come from dangerous situations.
Mm,
So it's like we just in front of maxes. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I'm looking at it.
it's
Like,
the norm.
yeah, it's just the norm for me. Like everybody, family, all around. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So it's just regular. But
On
it feels
Hoodie
good.
Network, what's up, man? Appreciate you tuning in.
It definitely make you reminisce and think about it because Broineri was one of the spots that me and Cicero and a few other of my peers at that time used to run around. That we used to meet up at Broineri, had crazy
Right.
ciphers and shit like that, fights, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I said, it's a well-known spot in Philly, man. Everybody know about Max's. A lot of people have done videos in front of Max's. You know what I
Right.
mean? And it's like I said, it's a staple in the community, man. Max has been there my whole life, and probably before I was even born. But so was Danny Myers out there?
Uh,
Danny was out there, right?
during the time that I was rapping,
I know you mentioned him in your rap. We're gonna talk about that.
that's what I thought the segue was getting at. Like, so
Yeah, yeah, that's where we was going.
no, so I intended on him being out there, but he was there, but I'm thinking he probably was in the car, probably going over his round or something like that.
Mm,
Uh, when I said the bar towards him or whatever, I was looking around for him, but I noticed he wasn't present at the time. And then right after then he popped out the blue and shit, or whatever the case may be. So I'm guessing he didn't see that clip until the footage dropped.
Right. So
But he
what
already
was
said prior. If you asking me why was that bar influenced, because he had already, somebody asked him would he battle me or whatever, and he said, yeah, we could do it, whatever. He was like, the question is he ready for me? So he was popping this shit or
so
whatever.
what was the bar for people who didn't hear it? What was the bar that you said about Danny?
All right, so those that know me, they know I write. Well, I
You
don't
don't
write,
write. Right.
but the way I compose it, everything, like my prior setup usually influences the next setup. So what I had a scheme where I was telling Cuban something about being out of the box, right? So I was like, I said, just do your usual, fucking with me and up in the box once I get through with you, before the box Cuban, after the box cubicle. Then
Mm-hmm.
speaking of box, I heard Danny Myers wanted to wreck with the kid. Was someone informed DM he could end up in box as well if you like? You
Yeah.
know, and
Mm-hmm.
that's a direct message towards Baldy, but don't mind me. I'm just selling the fight. Y'all think he's scary because his last name Myers? Well, I'm Jason. Like, y'all think he heavy, but I could tell that he light. Well,
Mm-hmm.
horror flicks, he remind me of them white horror chicks. Ask me why. And they was like, why? And I was like, y'all gonna witness the bitch come out, and when y'all hear Dan yell for his life.
That shit
So,
was hot. Oh, I just wanted you to repeat that shit.
nothing real personal. No, the battle out now. They can go check it out.
Definitely,
It's
definitely.
all love. It's all love with me. I just be, doing what I'm supposed to. I be seeing certain shit, so I don't know if people not gonna think I'm gonna respond, but I just wait for certain moments to captivate.
Bet. So if y'all haven't knows, I mean y'all haven't been here, if y'all just tap in with us, man. We in here with my man Shankk Prezzy, battle rapper,
What up? What up? What up? What up?
hip hop artist, you know what I mean? Actor, my man do a little bit of
Ah,
everything. Listen, I'm giving you your credits. This nigga's been
yeah,
in he's been in a couple of movies, low key. But
yeah. Trying, man. Been trying, man.
But yeah, man. I want to remind everybody to share the live, man. Like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. The Gas Chamber Battle League. Follow us on our socials on Instagram, man. It's Gas Chamber Battle League. On Facebook, it's Gas Chamber. Like our page, the Gas Chamber Battle League. Make sure you turn your notifications on so y'all know when we dropping new content, man. But this is our guest for this week, man. Shankk Prezzy just got finished telling us about his couple battles he had. Rock
What
Boy,
up? What
what's
up?
up, man? He said
Rock.
Prezzy
What
the
up?
hottest on the track and in the battle world. What up, Rock Boy? We appreciate you tuning in, man.
Yeah,
Um,
highly appreciate you. Hey, yo. So let
but
me ask you, out of those three
was
battles, what's your personal favorite?
out of those three,
Yeah, because I know the Dre did
um,
3 round, and the other
yeah,
two were just 1 round, but it was still good moments.
I felt I like the Cuban one best, just because of the environment and the bars and like just everything that came with it. I like that one the
What
best.
was the bar for that one? The bird skin.
I, how it looked on camera, yeah. When you hit them with the Falcon and all that, yeah.
Yeah, I knew you was going to
But
resort.
it was just the way it looked and everything, how everything came together as a combination. Not to say the other battles didn't look good, because the Dre Dennis battles, that was cool. You know what I mean? That was more of today's format. The Feast of Beast battle, it was at Graffiti Pier. That was outside. That was gritty. That was, you know what I mean? That was it went the look. They got the look they was looking for,
Right.
and you know what I'm saying. So that was a good battle. The audio was good. All that the bars was good.
Yeah, but besides
I
the ambiances, besides all the ambiances,
with just the
what's
bars.
what was your personal favorite bar, like, that you would that you feel like you can, like, and say, like, yeah, that was the one out of all three of them battles, that bar right there, that's how you rap from now on. That's how
If you ask me, it's the Walla Walla Bing Bang in the knockoff attire, John. It's the Feast of the Beast battle.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I mean, don't get me wrong. It's like you saw, because with those two battles in particular, the Feast of Beast and in the Cuban battle, right? They both went first, so it's
yeah,
kind of like this is where you fucked up. because you know what I mean. Like they were going, they had their moments in their round where you know what I mean. They had a line here and a line there that got a reaction, especially with Feast. He showed all 32 teeth when he got a reaction from the crowd.
Yeah.
Um, I heard he slipped in the little diss to the chamber too. Fuck you from the chamber. Um,
Just
uh,
he said he ain't really say nothing bad. He just said the gas chamber ain't as effective as it used to be.
yeah, fuck out of here. That's cool. Uh, but yeah, they both went first. They both had their hot lines or hot moments in their round. And then once you start rapping, right, you can see it throughout your round. And Trouble was there. You know what I mean? I feel like
Trouble always did.
it's the inside joke between me and Shankk in the circle of friends that we have. Trouble was there. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? In the words of Unc. But yeah, Trouble was there. You can see like them losing. I think even Cuban said it in while you was rapping, like, yo, you witty as shit or some shit like that. Like you can see all their momentum draining from them. You know what I mean? Going from their side over to your side. Like you just saw them losing the battle. You know what I
right.
mean? Throughout your whole round, you just saw like, yeah, you can see it on their face, like, yeah, I lost.
In their body language.
Yeah, you can just see it in their body language and
It looked
in their facial expressions and their
how they
reactions to
that.
your bars. It's you can just see it. And I was just like, yo, this is because I haven't seen that back to back in a minute from a battle rapper to make motherfuckers just you can just see the loss in the motherfucker.
You
Yeah.
the same way with Dre. That was like 3 times.
Right.
Cause
So it's
Dre
just like you can
looked
well
the most
he
defeated.
always looked the same to me.
No,
That's
he
why I
looked.
said that.
He looked at that second round. In the second round, Dre was about to walk off stage. Man, go back and
Like
go back and revisit that particular part. Into my second, I forgot what I said. How did I end that?
Dre always looked like he facing 20 to 40 at the end of his battles, man. Sweating, shades on, don't want to show emotion. Like he just
The bar I said on the second, I said something to the degree of y'all might as well give a raise to a nigga because I'm literally killing and saving this nigga from the next 16 years of having to raise that little nigga. You know what I
mm-hmm.
mean? He was about to step off stage on that bar. And he thought, fuck it.
I'm assuming this is sign right here, man. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you tuning in. We got one of his artists coming on next week. It'll be announced later on. But
I'm funny as shit, man.
but
He said he need that danger zone.
that
Shankk.
danger zone, yeah. That I think I know what you're talking about too. But
He
was
crazy.
trouble crazy as shit. But nah, man, like yeah, you can just see it, man. I haven't seen that
Yeah.
from a battle rapper in a little minute, man. Like somebody just like literally just kill every opponent they go and you watch, like I said, the loss just I don't know, embody them. Like they just you can just look at them and they whole body shape turn into a L. Like it's just like they you can just see that they losing and you can just see like they come into realization like I'm losing this. Like I lost this battle.
Yeah.
Like damn.
Shankk song, man. Shankk song. You know what I'm
This
saying?
shit is like
watch
Shankk song.
you just watch the soul leave of a nigga.
Right.
And I don't really like that analogy in the day's time because it's super pauses. Like you seen that Mortal Kombat shit?
Yeah.
You seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that he sucks the soul out of a nigga.
So yeah. Yeah.
Like just even that sounds crazy. Like it was one part
the
where
way you just said it, I didn't like it. Pause.
yeah,
Like,
it was one part where
I hear mutt in my ear.
it was one part where they was rumbling and like they flashed over to like another fight scene and like Shang Tsung was about to like suck a soul, right? So the boy was like, yeah, you know your man's soul about to get sucked. I'm like, whoa.
Hey yo, yeah, man.
And it's fucked up. The extra pause is the only way to get it is if you suck your soul back from that nigga. That's crazy.
Hey yo, chill, man.
Crazy pause.
Yo. So Rock Boy has a question for you, man. Before we get into anything else, like your music and everything else, Rock Boy says, "How do you come up with your material like that and remember it for a person who don't write? Like, how do you retain your material?"
Oh shit, my dad write it for me. Yeah, man.
Hey yo,
I've been trolling the world, man. Like,
this nigga said my dad write it for me.
my dad do that shit. Go watch my battles. He lipping every single thing I say. Shout out to my pop. Shout out to
Hey
my
yo, hey yo, I guess you got your answer, Rock Boy. He said his dad write it for him and he just memorized it, man. You mean?
yeah,
Yeah, if
man.
you go back, you can see his pop. You know what I mean? Lipping every bar of his, man. So
Absolutely. No. All jokes aside, Rock Boy. I've been doing this shit like consistently, just like coming up with music the way I've been doing it for like 20 years. So like we trained for this. Like back in the day, like I told you, we was running around these wreck chases that y'all see today. This is where I come from. So I come from the era where, we used to battle every day in school. And we would have 24 hours to prepare. I would have to go home and write a couple raps and remember them shits and then be ready by lunchtime the next day. So, it's just repetitiveness for me, doing this so consistently. I really can't answer it, but I just give it up to the Most High. I just give it up to God. That's why I refer to him as God written, because sometimes I don't even remember how I do it. I just black out and then I just wake up with my rounds and shit. Like I don't I don't know
so
how. Like
do you
you
feel
can
like
ask
that?
the host.
Do you feel like they gave you an advantage being coming up the
Uh,
way you did with having to have your shit ready and be ready by lunch the next day in high
yeah.
school, and you
I
feel like
mean,
you that gave you an
yeah.
advantage?
Absolutely, because I stayed consistent with exercising that ability. I mean,
Hmm.
you know me, so By the time you met me, you never seen me write anything.
I've
You know
never,
what I mean?
yeah, I tell people that shit all
Not
the time because it still
that
amazes me.
I've been doing that 10 years prior, and not just me. The first person that I've encountered that did that like that was Hannibal. So
Right.
he do the same thing. Like he show up, he just wake up with his round. That should be it's just God written.
Shit crazy. Hannibal, one of my favorite new battle rappers as well, though. Y'all ain't fucking with Hannibal, man. Go check out my man. He already had he had an interview with us prior to Prezzy's first interview, man. Go check out that interview. Go
Yeah,
check out my
Hannibal.
man Hannibal. He's definitely dope. He got a battle on the chamber. He got a couple battles on the chamber. But yeah, check out Hannibal, man. It's definitely a dope battle rapper, a dope
Yeah,
artist.
shout out to Grid City. He got a lot of battles over there. He been going over there in New York,
Shout out to them.
getting them New York niggas the fuck out the way and shit like that. Shout out to the NY and everything. It's all love, but Hannibal been going across that bridge and doing work. So
So he got a follow up question. He said, "You all did you like jump right in and not writing, or did it take time to get there and then eventually you just stopped writing?"
you talking about as far as battle rap today, Rock, or just like initially? No, when I first started doing music, I would write. You know what I'm saying? But as like I said, I would have to come home, write a couple raps, and then remember them the next day. So it was just getting it, remembering it for me. You
Yeah,
know, coming up
because
with
you
it.
can't. I mean, you can't be in the cipher in the circle in school and just have a sheet of paper out like yeah, like
Uh,
it wouldn't look right.
and then we was so in demand in school that it was different people coming from different schools every day. Calling us out and trying to battle, or had somebody that was willing to bet some money from another school. It was like that. So we was cutting class and doing all types of shit, and niggas had to be ready. And you ain't want to keep rapping the same old joint, so you
Right,
want you wanted new shit. And I come from that class, so in today's time, especially with doing music all these years and everything like that, uh, in my first battle, I stepped into this shit. I had like 3 days prep. Ant Brown.
right. I remember that. I was there for that one. I remember that.
And niggas can't really call me out for no stumbling and choking and no slips and blips. Although me myself, it's like certain certain parts of my rounds and every part of in every battle that initially I said something another way, but somehow in the moment it gets altered. I look at it
Still
like
lands.
error, but y'all don't even be seeing these mistakes because it's just a way to disguise certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like it's been times where I almost lost it, had to get it back, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
rehearsing and things like that, because there's a lot of things that could throw you off, and hey, your mind go somewhere else real quick and shit. So
right.
like
So
you rap down pack, but then you'll look left in the corner in your peripheral, and then you'll just see somebody doing something awkward that'll throw your mind somewhere else, and then next thing you know, you gotta rewind back and figure it out or something, or you'll
right.
get caught up in your shit talking between the punches or the reactions, and then you're like, hold on, damn, where was I at? You know what I'm saying?
Shit people don't think about where as a spectator in battle rap. You know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely understand that part. Because I'm one of them, you know what I mean? But and then that's crazy though, because I'm trying to think of when I ever seen you stumble or you know what I mean, but
No, you probably haven't seen it, but
I haven't. But you
you
make it
know,
look good and the average fan is not gonna catch it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it was one time. It was one time where I was battling Funeral of Fame, and I forget the bar that I said to him, but I almost lost it. So before I looked like I'm losing it, I was like, man, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga, man? Like I was saying shit to the crowd
Right.
so I could get it back in my mind and shit. Then I went right back into it. So y'all as the fans, y'all don't count those things, but for me, for how I prepare, that's like an error. Like but it ain't nothing compared to like the real fuck ups that you see in today. Like motherfuckers do crazy shit, throwing up in rounds, forgetting they shit, pulling out paper, pulling out their phone, whatever makes sense and shit. So you ain't gonna see that from me, hopefully.
So speaking of that, man, you mentioned in your Feast of Beast battle, you mentioned another Philly rapper that recently battled Jazz the Rapper.
Shice Raw.
Yeah, Shice Raw. Um, you mentioned her in your round, and with the way her battle went with Jazz the Rapper, and she was, how she felt with people from the city talking about criticizing her and stuff like that. Um, how'd you feel about what I mean, pretty much dissing her in your round?
Well,
Like,
it's the same. I mean, she's not the only battle rapper that got. That Feast of Beats the battle. I was just coming off being criticized, so it's not like she the only one that faced that type of controversy. I think
right?
you,
I
you
understand
step
that.
when you step into this shit, you have to have a certain level of tolerance for shit. I didn't call her no bitch. I didn't say she was ass. I just stated the obvious. So like, sometimes people gotta decipher what they really even mad at. Like, is you mad that I acknowledge the obvious, or you feel like I'm disrespecting you or discrediting you? Because I didn't do that.
Mm,
I didn't even do that with Dre with the whole baby angle. I didn't make it seem like he was a bad dad. I didn't make it seem like his son was retarded or anything. Like I didn't degrade the situation. I was just acknowledging. So it's a
right.
difference. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to Shice Raw, you know what I'm saying? I just knew it was a thing to capitalize off because it was a viral moment and everything. But I did it in a texture where though I felt like I didn't disrespect her. I just made a moment off of something that was already acknowledged.
So, do you have any before we start talking about your music and everything else? Do you have any battles lined up in the future?
The crazy thing is, since we talking about the Shice Raw shit, I'm battling a girl April 29th, Lex Benko.
Lex Benko.
Yeah, from Jersey.
So this is your first female opponent,
Yeah, but she like little bro type female. So if you
right?
know, yeah, LGBTQ. You
Right, right.
know what I'm saying?
Shout out to that community, man. I don't want no beef with them. Um, but
So it ain't it. Although she's a female,
it's really not gonna be no different to you,
the cliche female material that people go with, the horror shit and
right?
kids is this and I mean,
Right.
stuck and everything. That's not really the approach that I don't think could be warranted for her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you know, I got my work lined up or whatever. Because I want to be original. I don't want to come in there and do nothing that's already been done, so to speak. You know what I'm
We
saying? So
working we working on some new shit now, son. A new card. On top of that, we got some virtual shit coming with setting up battles in Grand Theft Auto RP. So, yeah, I mean, we got some new shit coming announcing pretty soon. So just be on the lookout for that. Um, but yeah, you know. So besides, that's your next battle coming up, Lex, right?
yeah, man. Lex Banco. Shout out to her. She cool as shit though. Like none
Shout
of
out
these
there.
people I have a problem with. I'd rather battle people that I don't really give a fuck about, so to speak. But you know what I'm saying? They all be cool. It ain't never nothing personal. It's just I'm not morally set up to like battle like you or somebody that I give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I
Right.
want to say harsh shit.
No, I understand.
I don't want to feel
Um,
worry about the aftermath of shit.
where y'all battling at? And what league?
That's the Battle Academy.
Oh, okay. So probably in Philly somewhere. All right. So besides that,
Yeah, look,
um,
got to be the. But once the flyers go up and everything, the
yeah.
fans will see it.
Shout out to Lex Benko on the 29th. You will die though. You know what I mean? It's my guy. I mean, I'm kind of biased out here. I try not to be, but I'm just letting you know. I gotta tap
She
into
might
her.
be.
I gotta tap
Yeah, she
into
might be
her.
willing.
And
Yeah, she pretty. Battle caution on Philly versus Jersey on the
okay.
Battle Academy.
See if I get her for an interview or something, man. One of these days, pretty soon. Uh
But
Music
on the
wise.
music side,
Yeah,
yeah,
music wise.
I,
What do you like?
yeah, I knew that was.
What recently have you put out? I don't want to hear what you're working on yet. What recently have you put out for the people
Well,
they can
nigga, you
go and
gotta
get?
work anyway, nigga. So what?
Say it
No,
again.
no, I said, and you still gotta hear what I'm working on. I'm still gonna enlighten the people, but no, just to
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
catch 'em catch them up on what's been out. I'm heavy collab dude, so like ever since I stepped back in battle rap, I've been trying to keep my music shit afloat, doing features and everything like that with people that I know that's working, that's going to really get it out there. So I got songs with everybody. I done did some shit with C Cash. I got shit with HB, Free Heater. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We
shout
got
out to
the
Heater, man. Free my guy Heater.
me and Hot, we always got shit. So I
Yeah,
mean, I'm all over the place. But as far as me and Techion, we just dropped a body of work called Gas and Bullets. Y'all make sure
right.
y'all that. That's on all platforms. We got the video out, Too Dark. The first video we just dropped to that. We kind of going back to back on that, and we plan on dropping some more drones. I mean, it's only 6, so basically that was an appetizer for the anticipation of our solo projects that we got coming up. So I got God Written's on the way, and then he got a project on the way. I think No Turning Back 3 or 4, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to be wrong, but
Okay.
he Techion always putting out bodies of music and shit like.
Yeah, tech drop music every 30 days.
Right, so it just made sense. We was in the studio doing we was working on our projects, and we had shit that we was doing together too. So we was like, you know what, let's make something with these, cause
Right.
I don't want these to just sit on the side. These credible songs. Shout out to Man Nice. He produced the whole shit. Shout out to Dunny. He recorded and mixed and mastered everything. Uh
So
Shout out to Cosmic Kev, man. He been holding me down, man. I just dropped
shout
the
out to Kev, man. It's legendary right there in the city.
yeah, man. Shit, man. I can't say how appreciative I am of him, man. Ever since he stepped in my life, he's been more than willing to support me in every kind of way, convenient for him. So,
That's what's up.
I just sent him the K Walker song that I just dropped.
Yeah, I
That's
saw
another
the video for that. That was hot.
yeah, that's called well, the commercial title is Death to the Haters, but you know, initially it's called Fuck It. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because that's really how I feel with it. Like, we need the hate to know what the love is. So fuck it. Like it's going to happen anyway. So it's something that it's inevitable. It's something that you got to deal with, and you got to maneuver around. You can't let it get the best of you. If you you want to, especially be successful at anything, because it's going to be hate. Just as much love you get, it's going to be just as much hate, if not more. So,
Yeah, I
just get
feel that.
ready. So that's basically what me and K Walker, that was the basically the content of that particular song. But that's like one of the first songs off the Battle Academy mixtape. We got a mixtape dropping off the Battle Academy we working on. And shout out to Rick Dames and Stiz. They've been giving me the access to just, they've been really, being real receptive to the music that I've been making, incorporating them in the battles and everything like that. So we about to make this move with that project, and then y'all gonna see my solo project. Right now, I got Gas and Bullets out. I'm on everybody's song in the city, so whenever they decide to shoot a video or put it out on all platforms, y'all will see that too. So
Facts.
I'm
That's
working
what's
on
up.
it.
That's what's up, man. So, how many tracks on Gas and Bullets? So the people
Six. We got
people
we
get
got
six
six
solid
cookers.
joints.
Six cookers. We got two features. Shout out to Cicero. Shout out to Lil Perk 30 G30.
All right, shout out my guy
H
30. Shout out Cicero, man. That's my guy too, man. I got call sis. Um,
and
uh,
good solid. Nice little
yeah,
uh
nice little
what
EP,
is
man. It's nice body
yeah,
of work. Six tracks.
nice little 20-minute duration
Yeah,
altogether.
it's a solid joint. Um, do you have a name for your solo project that you're working for? You have a name yet, or did you want to disclose yet?
God
You don't want? Oh,
God
you
written.
so all right, God written.
Thing about the gas chamber, niggas be smoking on that good gas and shit, man. Shit be slipping your mind. It's all good, Meech. Cause
Listen,
the
man.
the funny thing about it is what the world gotta know and shit, for those who don't know, Meech
Listen,
already know what the fuck going on with me. So sometimes he like to act like he don't
I
know.
try to act like I don't know because that way,
Yeah,
if I act like I
start
don't know, I
stumbling
can ask questions
questions,
that.
saying the same shit. You asking me shit you know already that I already
Yeah,
got.
but I'm trying to ask for the audience, man. But anyway, listen. So besides that, fuck all that shit. That's cool. We gonna get into that because I'm definitely waiting for them that
No,
guy
man.
written to come
So
out.
look. I know what you want to ask me. Who do I see myself battling? Like, after this, is any
No,
big names, anything like that?
no,
You know what I'm saying? Well,
I'm past that.
I'm asking
I'm past
myself
that.
that.
I
Matter
see
of fact,
Danny Myers happening.
yeah, I'm trying to get Suge to come outside, come wreck chase with me.
You want Shotgun to come outside? That'll
I
be a
mean,
good
let me
battle.
put this in proper perspective. Me being in this shit and understanding how this shit go. Uh, I understand the more credible you are, the more lucrative it could be if you make the best of the situation in the moment or whatever the case may be. So with that, you gotta fish out bigger names and things like that, and people that just got more credibility than certain local battle rappers. And that's my mission right now. But as far as the talent and everything, it's nobody that I really want to like validate my penmanship. It's nobody that all the top dudes, I feel like they could all be got. You know,
Right.
I feel like I
So
could be got without the proper preparation and everything like that. Like, everybody can
yeah,
have a day. So it's nobody that I feel like
any
needs.
given Sunday.
Yeah, it's nobody I feel like I need to validate my penmanship through in battle rap right now. Like, it's a lot of good people. You either nice like me or you ain't nice at all.
So let me ask you this, because
Ain't no nice.
now you and Shotgun Sugar will be a dope ass battle. You and Danny Myers will be a dope battle. I feel like you can keep up with both. Let's skip over to something I've been wanting to ask you about for like the last, I'm gonna say, half hour. I was trying to save it. This Daylight and King Bao battle, right?
Oh man.
This, yeah. Um, how can I describe this dude? He sounds like a WWE wrestler
He is.
that's
Well,
doing. I know he does UFC,
yeah, UFC. Yeah, that's yeah.
but the way he talks and like the promo and like, you know what I mean, like he just sounds like a WWE wrestler that's
Yeah,
always in character.
that's why battle rap would be perfect for him if he had bars, because he already got the theatrics, know how to grasp attention and everything like that. So
I heard the shit. I watched the face off with him and Cassidy and Daylight, and Daylight at the moment told Cat, like, one part of the joint was like, "Yo, we need to switch chairs, man. This is y'all face off," because after a while, it was like they were arguing, but when he rapped, and did you see the part where he rapped
at the face off?
Yeah,
Yeah, man, it was mortifying.
That-
I didn't like it, God.
I said, what in the Hobson is going on in here?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck in the sneaky barber is going on in this motherfucker? I don't like this.
Then he took the hood off and had a George Jefferson, like he shaped the George Jefferson up or something, like, or he ain't cut it down low enough. I don't know. He still had the outline, like
it looked like Boris Kojo, man. I don't like.
I don't know, man. He shows he shows his insecurities, man, because like he even got an attitude because they started talking about his bag juice that he was drinking.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
He's a weirdo, man. Everything about it. It's like this, man.
He's drinking bag juice.
I don't know. I don't knock a person for, like, being in they own little lane, but like, nigga, you just strange. Like, man,
no, he reminds me of somebody that was just weird, and he got tired of being picked on for being weird, so he just started doing like athletic shit, or he started doing karate or mixed martial arts, and then gained confidence and ran with the shit. It's weird.
I don't knock the hustle, like the whole platform of it, being able to own your content and thing and everything like that. I love that about it. Like, that's why I'm not really calling him like a culture vulture, because he just corny as shit. He just really think that he's
just trying to help people make their own money off their own shit.
Yeah, so on that aspect, I ain't really, you can't knock that. Who gonna knock that? Like, you know.
So all right, so from that aspect, I mean, I respect him from the idea and the business side of everything. But with that, people were saying that this is like the worst pay-per-view stream ever.
Yeah, it was kind of thrown together. He had some complications and everything, but from what I seen, it seemed like he's refunding the people that paid for the stream or whatever the case may be. And that happens. Me being a part of the Gas Chamber League, things don't always turn out the way you.
Oh, definitely. We have our issues, and we can understand
every time. So what I look like, I'm not gonna kick him while he down on that aspect, but in the regard of him just trying to make it seem like he was God tier with the bars,
right?
He was coming in there
because that's what he said. That's what he said, though. He's like, I'm God tier.
That's the only thing that
I've been this way.
That's the only thing I have an issue with. Like, I wanted to believe the fact that he was like, first off, you calling Daylight out.
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. From the beginning, I didn't believe shit he said as far as his bars and God tier and all that. No, I didn't believe none of that shit
because he was so passionate and so, like, it was a bunch of nuances that railed me into the conviction of maybe this nigga might be all right. And I purposely didn't go back and listen to none of his stuff because I didn't want to be disappointed.
Even with Cassidy, he was like, "There's been a lot of niggas that's been passionate, that's got knocked the fuck out, that's gotten a headshot out here. It's a lot of passionate niggas that." So I didn't like it was, and I was like, "Yeah, like I don't believe none of this shit. He's not believable. None of the shit he was talking about. I didn't believe he had bars at all. And then he rapped.
The energy he came in with is like this, right? He didn't need the rap to make a lucrative money move off it. He really wanted to be on that stage. He really thought he had what it took.
Right.
Like, and he was really standing on that shit. Like, he was bringing up shit. You didn't hear my other album? And
yeah.
I dropped the album.
He told Cassidy, let's have a beat battle right now.
Yeah, and I know dudes like that in real life and shit, man. Like, it's funny. So, like, I don't know. I tried not to.
It's crazy, man.
But after that presentation, the whole outfit, just the shit he was doing in the battle and everything like that, it was like, bro, what the fuck? You got to crawl before you walk. You should have did some small room Like niggas always try to just shoot to the top. I guess he would have wanted to battle Lux after that. He's gonna be
So
God tier. Like, come on,
so
bro.
listen, man. This is the Gas Chamber Battle League, man. I'm your boy Meech Castro in here with Shankk Prezzy. Um, Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. Follow us on our socials, Gas Chamber Battle League, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. We in here talking about this King Bao versus Daylight battle. If y'all have any comments or anything like that, man, throw them in the live chat like y'all been doing, man. We appreciate y'all. Only the Real Battle League. What's up, man? I appreciate you for tuning in. Paper chasing me beats. Paper chasing me beats. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you tuning in. He's a producer. If y'all need beats, man, lock in with him. You know what I mean? See what he got for y'all.
Yeah, the people got questions, man. Just let it rip.
Yeah, if y'all got questions, man, throw them in the live chat. If y'all got comments about what we talking about, like I said, this King Bao and Daylight battle, man, put it in the live chat. But yeah, I just felt like I felt like I knew he wasn't gonna win. Just like what Cassidy was saying, he was like, if Daylight fought Anderson Silva, which is more King Bao's lane because he's a UFC fighter, he was like, I would choose Anderson Silva. So with you coming in the battle Daylight, it's like I'm choosing Daylight. You're gonna die tomorrow, or you know what I mean, because this was the day before the battle. But he was like, you're gonna die tomorrow. But yeah, a lot of people were saying now the stream, I can kind of understand from the you know what I mean behind the scenes aspect. Shit happens, and sometimes things don't go as planned. They say it was only like 50 people in there, which you know what I mean. I understand that part too.
I mean, no, I don't. Not with
Not
that.
with Daylight on the card.
Yeah, not with the people that you had on the card. Like that was
I heard some people didn't show up. Uh, I felt that because I had cards where battle
clean
rappers didn't show up.
card. But he probably was the least draw on the whole card. So I mean, it still was no excuse.
Yeah.
It's like you still had Jazz the Rapper there. You still had, you know, it was still credible people.
It was still good talent in the building. Yeah.
Like to have double digit, audience and like that don't, huh? Our first event we do, I'm not even gonna compare the two and
Yo,
shit. But like,
sign
yeah,
funny as shit,
that,
man.
that,
Sign is
what do you
funny,
say?
man. How much for a feature? Bag went up, son.
With all,
It's like, nah.
man, for sign, I'll do it for free, man.
Oh man, that's love right there, man. That's love. You got pull,
Yeah,
son.
sign. It's no sign is he one of the reasons that like he the nigga that really had me on my battle shit. Like even after I graduated out of school and shit, he went to school with me, so he knew how it was. He seen people coming to the school every day. Like he was out there with us on Airy and shit a lot
Right.
of times and shit, running around with Sis and a couple other characters and everything like that. But even after even after the whole school wave and everything, like he was one of the the few dudes that really like supported me through my whole shit and still do to this day and shit. So like I could hit the nigga for anything, you know what I mean? And if it's convenient for him, he'll definitely have my back, especially when it comes to this music shit and everything. Me, not just for me, but for Hannibal too and shit. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely played a high influence in this shit. He one of them niggas that's not impressed with nothing. So he definitely keep me on my shit. Like I'll play like 10 records for him. He's like, man, you gonna need that old shit, man. We'll get back to that old shit. He one of them niggas, don't matter what's going on, how famous I get, what I do out here, he gonna keep me grounded, and I appreciate him for that. So you know what I mean.
You
Shout
got
out to
to,
him.
man. You got to
Not
appreciate the
to
people
all,
like you.
not to all sentimental and shit, cause that's my dog. We gonna laugh about
No,
this
but
shit.
you got to keep people like that around you, man. It's gonna keep you humble. It's gonna keep you grounded. Keep you down to earth, man. You don't get too big. You know what I mean? So you need people like that around you, man.
Trying to put thousands of dollars out on my behalf. He he wanted he one of them niggas like when that bag come, man. Like he definitely gonna get the phone call, one of them first phone calls and shit. If he
Right.
not
What's up?
if he not there when I sign the check,
What's
yeah,
up? Hey, he
cause
gonna
like
be there. I can see you gonna be
It was
there.
a while I was in limbo. It was just me and Sign rocking. You know what I'm saying? He had me. Wherever we had to go, whatever I had to do, any shows, anything. You know what I'm saying? Not even just on rap shit, street shit too, man. But that, we're not gonna elaborate on.
Right. We ain't
That's
gotta
my
get into all that.
yeah, that's my dog.
So, besides that, before we get out of here, man, is there anything else you working for? Remind everybody what you got out before we get out of here.
Yeah, Gas
Um,
and Bullets is out now, all platforms, the audio bio too. All my other projects on all platforms. So once you get finished with Gas and Bullets, backtrack, go listen to the album again. Already listen, go back even further, and then like man, I got so much shit out all over the place, man. I hate even trying to acknowledge it because I always forget something or miss something. But I'm gonna end it with free the guys, free high, free heater. Rest
definitely,
rest in peace to Malloy, rest in peace, mommy. You know what I'm saying, Mama Prezzy, and
definitely,
shout out to all the guys, man. The guys like yourself, man. OG Benny, the Ghetto Riches of the World, the Signs, man. All my whole support team and infrastructure, the meal tickets. You know,
trouble.
you know what I mean? Yeah, of course, the Trubs, man. Trub, listen, man. Trub don't miss nothing, man. Like Trub, Trub make us wait at the crib before, you know what I mean? I'm right there. I'm 2 minutes away. Nigga, half hour away and shit, man. When he show up, he got my best interest, man. He on
That's what's up, man.
this
And
nigga be
shout
the nigga be trying to address you. Don't even need to be addressed. Yo, who the fuck is that? Yo, I'm slapped the shit out of these. This nigga sent me a screenshot of some dumb shit on Facebook. I ain't even on Facebook. He's like, yo, you know this guy? I'm like, no, man. He's like, all right, man, I'm about to slap the shit out of him. He just be on.
out. He be on go.
He really like his name is really his name, man. So shout out to him, man. But I
Nah,
know
man, but you need people like that, man. It's good
we
dude.
had a, we had an hour now. I know you're trying to wrap this shit up, man. Shout out to the chamber. We
No, you
will
good.
be
I ain't rushing you.
we will be having more battles soon on the chamber, man. Just want to do this shit right. We don't want to be, scrambling and all over the place. But as
Yeah,
far as my content, Battle Academy, I got a couple good plates coming up. Lex Banco starting with her. Hopefully we get Suge outside. Hopefully we revisit the Danny Myers shit. I was supposed to have prep in the conversation, but schedule conflicts and everything like that dictate certain things. So you know, it's laid out for me, man. I got my work ahead of me, but I'm gonna show up every time. I'm gonna give them this music, whether Sign like it or not, and shit. And we going up from here, man. 2023 gonna be a good year. We just taking it one day at a time. It ain't even about the year, man. We just trying to make every move, lucrative and beneficial for our situation.
facts. Listen, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on, taking the time out, man, doing another interview. Definitely like a reoccurring guest. You know what I mean? You, the C Cashes of the world, Zor, y'all all
Yeah,
gonna be reoccurring guests. OG
I like
Benny,
to talk, man.
you know what I'm saying? I know
I
OG
practically
Benny
host this shit, man.
and a lot of people, yeah, and a lot of people, um, a lot of platforms don't usually have the owners and you know what I mean stuff like that that'll come on and speak their mind and stuff like that. Our shit is totally different. I'm gonna set up an interview with OG Benny pretty soon and get his perspective on a lot of different things, man, and see how he feel about different things, and that should be very entertaining. But Prezzy, like I said, I appreciate you, man, coming and tuning in with us, man, and answering our
Yeah,
questions, and
and
you know what I
I
mean.
appreciate you, man. Shout out to this platform
For
too, man.
sure.
Like I'm proud of this, man. You came a long way from where you first started. You had some nice names up here, and I know it's only going to go up from here, man.
Yeah, man.
You
Slowly trying to
definitely got
build it, man.
I got a list for you, man. You definitely got to get with Ness. You got a few people, man, that definitely around that's accessible that you probably haven't reached out to yet, but it could definitely happen, man.
We're gonna talk.
This shit
We're
gonna
gonna
go.
talk. We'll
It's
set it up because I'm definitely here for it. But we'll set it up. I appreciate that, man. I put a lot of work into this shit, so and I got a long way to go with it still. But yeah, I definitely made progress with the shit. So yeah, I mean, we gonna get it. We gonna get it to better than what it is now. But we already doing good. But I appreciate that, man. For real.
absolutely, man. Well, you enjoy the rest of your night, man. I'm off here, man. Y'all follow me, HMO_Prezzy, man. Y'all already know it's gas, man.
It's
Yeah,
definitely already in the it's in the description box and all that stuff. Click the link, man. Follow Prezzy on all his socials. And yeah,
bullets,
man.
go get it. I'm out of here. Gas.
But yeah, man. So look, man, we had my man Prezzy in here, man. We talked about his battles. You know what I mean? Dre Dennis, Feast of Beast, Cuban. You know what I mean? We talked about the King Bao and Daylight battle. So yeah, go tune in and watch that if y'all missed it, man. We definitely appreciate y'all tuning in. We here every Wednesday, 6, 7. You know what I mean? We post the flyers for our upcoming guests earlier in the week, man, on our socials. So just be on the lookout for that. Next week we got Hondo, man. Fresh out Hondo, been locked down for a few, man. Definitely a talented Philly artist, man. I can't wait to get an interview with him next week, man, and talk to him. But we got him next week, man. My man Sign hooked that up. Shout out to Sign for that, man. I remember Hondo from being around Prezzy or whatever. Definitely a talented dude, man. So I can't wait to talk to him next week. So be on the lookout for that. We got Hondo next week. I want to remind everybody to subscribe, like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're watching on Facebook, man, we appreciate y'all. Remember to jump in the live chats when y'all be coming on here and we dropping videos and whatnot. Turn your notifications on so you can tell when we drop new content or when we go live like this, man. But we'll be back next Wednesday with Hondo. And I appreciate y'all, man. We out this joint, man. See y'all next Wednesday.
Yeah, married to the game, will never separate. I walk around that line, I don't ever wait. I'm always on my grind, haters let them hate. I just let my dough stack like a wedding cake. I run my city ho, I'm witty ho and litty ho. Nigga friend dig me though, she see me on the video. I keep that word cause that nigga got that busy flow. And I'ma get it off, it don't matter where I go.